In this video, I will talk about how to manage and balance both indie dev and a full-time job without burning out, and how to combine game dev with a full-time job, even if you don't work with games at all. So, why you should listen to me? I work as a full-time professional game developer, but when I'm done with my day job, I go right back to making games. Just very different ones. At work, I'm a part of a larger team, building big games, structured projects. We have lots of meetings, pipelines, production cycles, and so on. But in my free time, I love to make small, weird games that are just personal to me. The kind of stuff that no publisher would touch, and that is exactly why I love it. Even though I work with games all day, making my own games just scratches a totally different itch. It's more experimental, it's more fun, and yeah, way more chaotic. Time will be your most limited resource when juggling a full-time job and trying to do indie game dev. So you need to treat your time like a finite budget. Every minute counts, and you want to spend it intentionally. Go in with a goal. Before you even open your engine or IDE, you should know exactly what you want to do. Don't waste your precious hours just checking things around. Have a plan. Be very thoughtful. Tonight I'm gonna fix the player jump arc, or I'm blocking out the main menu. With a clear focus leads to clear progression. Also, have low energy fallbacks. You won't always be motivated, and that's fine. Keep a small list of just chill tasks you can do when your brain is half dead. Things like writing down design ideas, expanding on your story or dialogue, naming items or enemies, or maybe just making a to-do list for later. They may not feel productive, but they absolutely are. Progression isn't always visible. Sometimes it's just moving things forward mentally. Rest is also a part of the process. Seriously, stepping away from your project isn't a waste of time. It gives your brain some space to breathe. Sometimes your best ideas will come after a walk, a shower, or just a weekend off. Don't grind every night expecting to stay creative. Ultimately, it's not about maximizing the hours worked, it's about making the most of the hours that you actually have. When you're working on a game in your spare time, scope is literally everything. You don't have infinite amount of hours, you don't have infinite amount of resources. So make those hours count, and that start by embracing your minimum viable product. Don't overbuild before you know if it's fun or not. This is a trap I've fallen into more than once. I get excited about the game, I plan out a massive feature, skill trees, multiple biomes, tons of enemies, and then halfway through I realize that the core loop is not fun. Start small, get your minimum viable product up and running as fast as possible. This means one level, one polished core mechanic, and one interaction loop. Just enough to test. And think to yourself, is this fun or not? Is this worth building on? Polish your MVP like it's the whole game. Once you got something that is playable and feels good, then lean into it. Don't rush to add more features, polish what you have. Tight controls, improved feedback, and juicing up visuals and sound. A short polished game will go way further than a long mediocre one. 2 hours of amazing beats 200 hours of absolute garbage. One will be finished, remembered, and shared. The other one will be dropped after 10 minutes and forgotten forever. Especially when your time is much more valuable than your quantity. When you're balancing game dev and a full-time job, every shortcut matters. And one of the biggest is using existing tools and assets. Don't be afraid to use other people's work. There are so many talented artists, composers, and other developers out there that have made some incredible assets. You have sprite, UI kits, sound effects, shaders, and even full game templates if you want to use them. You don't need to reinvent the wheel at every stage of your game. If someone has made something that fits your project, then use it. It's not cheating, it's being more efficient. Your time is extremely limited. Save it for what actually matters. Focus your energy on what makes your game unique. If a pack gets you 80% of the way there, then it lets you skip a couple of hours of grunt work. That's a win, but don't become an asset hoarder. It's easy to fall into the trap of endlessly scrolling the Unity asset store, humble bundles, or all the itch stuff. Oh, I might use this someday, but you probably won't. It will just drain your wallet and clutter your project. Here's a rule of thumb. Only buy or download something that you know exactly where it's going to fit into your project. Big ideas are great, But if you actually want to finish your game in time while working a full-time job, you need to break down that idea into small actionable steps. Once your project becomes even a little bit serious, just start organizing it. Use tools like Trello, Notion or Linear to keep track of your tasks. These tools are your second brain and they will help you. They will help you create clear and decisible tasks, they help you keep progress, and they help you stay focused instead of overwhelmed. Writing things down just clears your head. Keep it simple. Tasks like fix wall clipping, add button sound, or write level intro dialogue are perfect. You always need to be able to sit down and know exactly what's next. Feeling overwhelmed by your own task list? Well, hide it. Most tools let you prioritize by tags or milestones. Only the next 3 tasks should be shown or something like that. For me, it keeps my brain focused and my motivation high when my entire backlog is a bit out of sight. And most importantly, celebrate the small wins. Did you finish a level? Did you push a new build? Or did you nail the feel of a jump? Well, that's a win in my book. At the end of the week, take a moment to look back, maybe send a test build to a friend and ask, hey, does this actually feel better? If they love it, great, you found something that is still amazing. If they don't, well, that is also nice. Now you know what not to do, and you can also change it. That's not a failure, it's feedback. You're one step closer to making a better game. When you're developing a game in your spare time, it's incredibly easy to lose momentum, especially when no one else knows that you're working on a game. Lately, I've been using YouTube as my accountability partner. I live stream my progress, I talk shop with the chat, and I share what's going on behind the scenes. Even if only a few people show up, just knowing that someone might check in or ask about the features I mentioned last week helps me keep track. It turns solo dev into something a bit more social and a lot more motivating. But live streaming isn't the only way. There are a ton of game dev discords out there, filled with passionate and creative people who are building cool stuff just like you. Share your progress, ask for feedback, you'll be surprised how powerful the little bit of external pressure can be. Don't worry about the methods you choose, the important part is finding something that works for you. Whether it's a devlog, a YouTube series, a Twitter thread, or a private Discord channel with a friend, just posting some pics and holding yourself accountable. Accountability gives you structure, momentum, especially during motivational dips. Personally, I found it super helpful. Sometimes all it takes is a nice comment like, that mechanics look sick, to fuel the next nights of game dev. I hope I covered some of the main points. I'm far from perfect. I also get into slumps, I overscope, I focus on the wrong things, and that just makes me human. If you have any more tips, feel free to share them with me. I would love to integrate them into my workflow, and especially for your fellow game devs. Sharing is caring. Hope you have a great day. Goodbye.